morning, welcome back. It's trying to rain. Who knows what's going to do? I haven't looked at the forecast this morning. They were talking 10 mil last night, but we'll just suck it and see how we go. I think it's more later on in the day. From all reports, they've had good rain through Central Australia, if I can get it out. But that doesn't mean we're going to get good rain here. So yeah, we're a bit light on for it at the moment. If you're only new to the channel, we could take 50 to 60 mil pretty comfortably here. What are we up to today? Most of the day I think we'll be trying to get this thing mobilised. So I've just got to, what have I got to do? A couple of jobs on the welding jobs on these casters and a bit of a tidy up with the grinder. And then we can get them in and under and get the wheels on it. I've got a pull there that we're going to put on it so we can tow it round. And then we've got Tony went and got it yesterday. We've just need to weld some plates on the back of this bar, and Josh has actually got the pull off his air cart, the A-frame that we're going to use on here. So we'll weld some plates on there. We've got to put the tubes on the back here for the fertiliser hoses to get the fertiliser in the ground. And then, yeah, I've still got a bit of bracing and that sort of stuff to do on here, but what I'm thinking is if we can get the casters under it and get it on its wheels, I can brace that as we guys are doing other stuff. Brendan's still away. Tony's here. Might even get him to give us a hand with a few bits and pieces, just so we can get it smashed out and get it ticked off out of the road. We need to pull a few bits off the back of our air setter bar, some distributors for the air, and then we've got hoses here we need to pull off and cut, so I might even get him doing that sort of stuff. Just an extra set of hands. So yeah, so there we go. We might not get too many progress videos, so I'll try to, because the boys will be here, so we'll just we'll suck it and see, but fingers crossed we can. But anyway, we'll get into this and get these welded up for starters, and then yeah, I'll start and cut a bit of pipe while I'm going and just try and do a couple of things at once if we can. Who said men can't multitask? So anyway, we'll get into it. So we've got the first one on. Doesn't look too bad. I can't spin it round straight. I probably need to, once I get the other one welded up and on, yeah, we'll lift it up and get it down and straighten the wheels up. But we'll be able to put a gusset in here later. Oh, you know, if I get time now, well not now, but yeah, the next couple of days. At the moment, I haven't done anything with that. We'll just see how it goes. I've got plenty of bush up the top here, so I can at some point in time just lift them out and put a spacer under there, or just jam for time. And we might even do it with, like, if we ended up getting a big dump of rain, which hopefully we do, we can probably do it then. So put that little gusset in there, that should help that. And I've cut the plates. Again, I've cut the plates for there, but I'll just do that while the boys are doing other stuff. I just wanted to get it on its wheels so we can get a bit of a picture to see whether it's going to work, but it looks like it will. So I'll get to now. I've got a bit more to do on this one. Weld the end cap on, and it's not far away, but yeah, I've got that other little gusset to go in there cut, so it won't take long. Give me half an hour or so, we'll have it done too. What a day. I'm about cactus, so haven't actually got, you might have noticed, any footage of putting this thing together, but we are together. So casters have worked out really well. We haven't pulled it out of the shed yet, but it all looks as though it's going to happen. I've still got to, and I wasn't going to do it, but while we're going, I just thought we might as well. So we've got these collars here. At the moment, it's just sitting down on the caster arm itself, but what we're going to do in the morning is we'll lift that up and we're going to sit a collar in there, and I'll just tack it to the caster, and then we've got a collar here we're going to sit on the top, and we'll just put a stitch around the top of that to keep it there to stop the leg from falling out. So we utilised the old pull off the other one. We just cut it off and we've welded it underneath. We've braced the back of it and then ran the hydraulic hoses and the wiring loom up over the top. We reused these. I didn't think they were going to work, but yeah, they've pretty well spot on actually, so that was good, the air lines. And then we've got this A-frame, this is off Josh's air seater, so we've just adapted it, and then she's a bit of a Frankenstein machine, we've got bits and pieces of everything. So then we've got the splitters off the back of our air cart, so we go from, we're not using two of the outlets, metering outlets, so we go from, which we're waiting on caps to blank them off, which are there. So we go from 4 out to 8 to the 8 tines. So yeah, we had blokes everywhere here for a while. Josh and his dad, and then Tony, and then a mate of Josh now's come over, the fella I was best man in the wedding. Coxie, he came over, lobbed up, he rang up and said, can I give a hand? So he came over as well. So we've got these little gauge wheels on the end here too that I had there in the scrap heap. So we've set them up, and look, apart from Josh has just got to get some terminal ends to hook the power up for the air cart onto the battery of the tractor, which he'll get in the morning. We've got the fuse and all the rest of it, so then we can just fire it up, plug it in. Hopefully the case has got isobus. So yeah, we've just got obviously the isobus loom here we've got to tidy up, and the camera loom I had some wrap here, so I've wrapped all that wiring loom. It's a bit hard to see in the dark, or the half dark, so I've wrapped it all the way back, so there's about 5 or 6 lines in there. But yeah, it all looks like it's going to work. We've got that grease line there. We haven't put any grease in anything yet. Probably, well, we're not going to paint it. We just haven't got time at the moment, so it'll be a summer job. We'll pull it back down again and give it a coat of jam, and same thing, we've got to put that spacer in there. But height-wise, without getting it out on the flat ground, the casters all look as though they're going to work pretty well. Yeah, pretty happy with it. So it's pretty neat. Although it's a bit of a bit of everything. It's come up pretty neat actually. So yeah, hope there's no reason why it shouldn't work. Just still having the yarn to Josh then. He's going to get a blend of 3 products, which is, I think, MAP, urea and potash. He's talking about putting, with total product, about 800 kilos to the hectare down. So I don't know how that's going to go. We're just talking about it then. I was a bit concerned. I don't know whether we're going to get that amount of product out of through the meters. So anyway, and look, but in saying that, we were talking 300 of urea and 300 of MAP. So that's, obviously that's 600 the hectare. So we're not going to be travelling super quick. And as Josh said, we're only 6 metres wide. It would be a different story if we were 9 metres wide like the air seater, or 9 or 12 metres wide. So fingers crossed it all sort of goes to plan. But anyway, so a few tidy up jobs in the morning, but the wiring loom's the main one. And then yeah, once we get out on the flat ground, we've just got a few pins to change. We've got a new pin there for that connection. We've just got bolts in here at the moment, so we've got pins and pushers to go in there. Then it's pretty right. Like there's no reason. They're the pins and bushes. So yeah, should all hopefully work. So yeah, it has been raining today, not heaps. If we've had 5 mil, we'd be really lucky. It sort of rained on and off all day. We're supposed to come in later tonight and rain again, so look, fingers crossed it does. We'll just, suck it and see, but yeah, it'd be a shame to wake up in the morning, we've had 25 mil of rain, so wishful thinking. Haven't got the parts for the buggy yet, haven't heard from those guys, but yeah, the guys did do a run to town, the Savo, and we had to extend hydraulic hoses and that sort of stuff, so, and we were a bit short on air seater hose, so we got another roll of that, and yeah, but it's all, looking at it here, really happy with it. It's it's gonna come up well, and to pay a contractor $150 a hectare. Josh has got nearly 300 hectares to put in, and we've got our 80 or whatever we're putting in. It hasn't cost us that much to do what we've done. Bit of time, and bit of time with the casters. Like it's been something I've been always going to do anyway, because we have trouble with the setup, with the way the air cut was set up before. When we get in, as I've mentioned, in the irrigation and rice bays, got to do a lot of turning because we just can't turn sharp enough. So that's probably forced me to do that, which is a good thing. So that's going to come up well. And then, yeah, you know, we paid $100 for a pelleted hydraulic tines, and you know we're utilising bits and pieces. We've already got a couple of lengths of steel and time. So you know, if we've spent, I don't know, if we spent $3 or $4 grand between us, because Josh has obviously put a bit into it as well, we're doing pretty well. So yeah, there's going to be a savings there, and yeah, we're sort of doing a bit of a swapsy with the planting and that as well, because Josh has bought a planter. So you know, we're going to get our corn planted for nothing. So there's, you know, we're saving it, and look, we will probably give Josh a hand doing a bit of tractor driving as well. I just said to him, we're happy to come and sit on it and help you. So, and yeah, look, it's him. He's got his dad there, but yeah, like he's pretty busy too, chasing irrigation water, and that's contracting that like we are as well. So I can stick a bloke in it, or you know, the way my back is, it probably wouldn't hurt me to go and sit in it either. And yeah, if we've got to, you know, run it late into the night or around the clock or something, we can, just to get it done. So he's got, I think, half and half. He's got about 150 hectares of early stuff and about the same of late. We've got 40 hectares of early and 35 of late. So we've got a bit of a different idea. His idea is we'll do band all the fertiliser with this thing on the early crops, and then he's got some fertiliser banders on the planter. That's what I was saying, planter. So we're going to put our air cart behind his planter, and then he can band fertiliser. Obviously not as heavy, not as much, but yeah, we can band fertiliser on that when we're sowing at the same time. So it's all sort of coming together. But yeah, been a bloody big day. It's nearly 12 hours in the workshop. So yeah, I'm a bit puffed. So anyway. All right, yeah, again, apologies we didn't get any footage. There was just blokes tripping over one another and plenty of banter going on, as you can imagine, but it was just as easy to leave the camera away and I could give you a look at it, but you'll see, obviously, keep watching, you'll see this thing working, and yeah, we'll have a look at it in the daylight, probably in the next video anyway. So, all right, thanks again, hope you enjoyed it, see you next time, bye-bye.